Picture yourself standing in a dimly lit room. The air is thick with anticipation, and the eyes of the audience are on you, waiting, eager to be taken on a journey. With nothing but your words, you hold the power to captivate, inspire, and transform those who listen. But how do you transform a simple story into a TED-worthy experience? Let's begin at the heart of any great story: emotion. Imagine a time when you felt truly moved by someone's words. Maybe it was a friend sharing their struggles, or a speaker who painted a world so vivid you could touch it. Emotion is the thread that binds us, a universal language that speaks louder than words ever could. It's the pulse of storytelling. Allow your emotions to be raw and real. Share your vulnerability. It is in moments of vulnerability that we connect most deeply with others. For who hasn't felt joy, fear, triumph, or despair? But emotion alone is not enough. We must ground it in narrative. Picture the perfect arc, much like a rainbow curving across the sky. Every great story follows this shape: a beginning that draws us in, a middle that takes us through peaks and valleys, and an ending that leaves us somewhere different from where we started. Consider the story of a young entrepreneur who battled against the odds. The beginning draws us into their world, the middle challenges them, and, by proxy, us, with hurdles and hopes, and the ending shows us their transformation, perhaps sparking a change within ourselves. As you craft your narrative, engage all the senses. Imagine describing a bustling market in Marrakech. Speak of the vibrant colors of the spices, the sound of haggling voices, the tang of exotic fruits on your tongue, the rough texture of woven tapestries, and the intoxicating aroma of incense curling through the air. By painting a sensory landscape, you invite your audience not just to hear your story, but to live it alongside you. Now, let us speak of body language, the silent partner to your spoken words. Imagine a string gently pulling you upwards from the crown of your head, aligning your posture, opening your chest, and inviting openness and confidence. Your gestures should be purposeful, not distracting. A hand placed gently over the heart speaks of sincerity. A slow nod invites agreement, and a pause, accompanied by a soft gaze, can hold the weight of 1,000 unspoken words. Your body is a tool. Use it to punctuate your message, to guide your audience through the dance of your story. Empathy, dear listener, is what transforms a story from a monologue into a dialogue. As you share, remain attuned to the subtle cues of your audience. Are they leaning in, eager for more? Or do their eyes wander, minds adrift? Adjust your pace, your energy, your focus in real time, just as a river adapts to the landscape it flows through. A story well told is one that feels personal, as if whispered in confidence to each listener. Confidence, however, is the bedrock upon which you build. It is not the loud, boastful peacock of pride, but the steady, quiet assurance of the mountain. Believe in the worth of your words, in the impact they can have. Confidence is born not from knowing all the answers, but from a conviction in your truth. Stand firm in your story, for your audience can only lean on it if you do. Finally, let us not forget the power of framing. Speak not just of what happened, but why it matters. An event is merely a dot on a map, but perspective draws the lines that connect those dots into a meaningful journey. A story of loss becomes one of resilience when framed with fortitude. A failure transforms into a lesson when paired with insight. As the storyteller, you wield the lens through which others will view your narrative. In the quiet moments that follow, as your story settles into the hearts of your listeners, offer them a tether, a personal insight they can carry with them. Perhaps it is the realization that stories connect us, weaving us into a greater tapestry of shared humanity. Or maybe it is the simple truth that our own stories, no matter how mundane they may seem, hold the power to inspire others when shared with heart and intention. And so, as you stand there, with words as your only ally, remember this: a story does not seek to instruct, but to invite. An invitation to see through new eyes, to feel with a fuller heart, and to imagine possibilities uncharted. In mastering storytelling, you do not simply tell a story, you offer a gift, the gift of understanding, connection, and inspiration. And just perhaps, that is the most powerful gift of all.